Hey everyone, it's Peter Kerr from Rock Daydream Nation, and we're going to talk about this band behind me, Rose Tattoo. I'm going to rank my top three favorite Rose Tattoo albums. So let's get started. Honourable mention first, 1984, Rose Tattoo, Southern Stars. The band members from the original lineup that were on this album was lead singer Angry Anderson and Gordy Leach from on the bass. Other band members on this outfit were Greg Jordan on guitar, slide being a very important DNA of the Rose Tat sound, John Mayer on guitar, and Scott Johnston on drums. The big song on this album was I Wish, bit of a quasi rock ballad, Celtic lilting feel to it. A lot of classic Angry Anderson social commentary lyrics, angry sounding, very much like a early Rod Stewart Faces vocals. Not a bad song. Other songs on the album that I really dig are Southern Stars, Saturday's Rage, Death or Glory, and You've Been Told. It's a much more commercial sounding album. You can see that they were smoothing out the edges to break into that radio market and break into the American market. It's a good album, but doesn't make my top three. Honourable mention, Rose Tattoo, Southern Stars, 1984. Moving right along, so we get into the top three. Assault and Battery, what a band of brothers. So you have got the classic lineup. 1981 took them 3 years to put this together from the debut, and you've got the classic lineup of Angry Anderson, Mick Cox, Pete Wells, Wells and Cox on guitar, Gordy Leach on bass, and Dallas Digger Royale on drums. The lead song on this was probably Rock and Roll is King. There were other great songs on the album like Sidewalk, Sally, Chinese Dunkirk, Out of This Place. A lot of fantastic, social commentary lyrics from Angry Anderson, street poetry, observational type lyrics, dirty slide guitar. It's like an amped up version of the Rolling Stones, really edgy. If you like your rock to be edgy, spiky, this is the album for you. Assault and Battery, 1981, and that's my number three pick from the Rose Tattoo. 1982, Scarred for Life, another fantastic album cover. It makes a statement. This is who we are, band of brothers. There was a lineup change. Mick Cox was out, and you had Rob Riley come in on guitar. This is probably their most commercially successful album. It had We Can't Be Beaten, Branded, Texas, great songs. Again, great Angry Anderson lyrics, well-crafted rock songs, dirty slide guitar. Riley's guitar work is just out of worldly. There's not much difference between the first three. A hair between this album, the self-titled debut, and Assault and Battery. They're all very good, and it's so difficult to rank, but my number two was Scarred for Life. And off the back of this really probably broke the Tats in the UK and the US as a cult band. There were a few acts that were inspired by this tour, talking about you, Guns N' Roses and Skid Row. Scarred for Life, that's my number two choice. Goes without saying, the Granddaddy, probably my favorite, or one of my favorite rock debut albums of all time, is the Rose Tattoo self-titled debut, the classic lineup. When you hear Rock and Roll Outlaw as the first song on the album and those opening slide bars, you know that you're in for a roller coaster ride. There is no filler on this album. Every single track on this album is outstanding. Butcher and Fast Eddie, Nice Boys Don't Play Rock and Roll, Astra Wally. It's sort of got a little bit of a punk edge to it. Angry is, a lot of his singing is even beyond going crooning. It's actually primal. It's a very primal, grungy album. And if any band was going to make a statement as to this is who we are, then this is the album. So Rose Tattoo, self-titled debut, probably one of my favorite rock and roll debuts of all time. If you need to get the quintessential Rose Tattoo album, this is the one that you need to pick up. Produced by Vander and Young under the Alberts label. If that gives you an extra seal of approval, then well, there you go. That is my top 3 Rose Tattoo albums. So please subscribe to Rock Daydream Nation. We've got plenty of content coming up. Put your comments, like to read them, and I'll respond. And I will see you very soon for a new Rock Daydream album chat. See you later. Bye.